All right, guys, I just got out of Across the Spider-Verse, the sequel to Into the Spider-Verse. This is my spoiler review, so if you haven't seen it, go watch my non-spoiler review, then go watch the movie, and then come back and watch this one. This is your spoiler warning. So I love this movie. I think I'd put it slightly below the first one. I have to watch them both again, but the quality is just as good. There was no dip in quality. There was no fall off. I think a lot of people will probably prefer this one to the first one, but it's pretty close. And it was just an amazing movie. Let me get into the spoilers. So, pretty much the plot of this movie, the Spot is the villain. If you're not familiar with the Spot, I would suggest going to the 1994 animated version. There's an episode with the Spot. It's one episode. It's a good introduction to him. Basically, his powers are he can kind of go anywhere in a way. He kind of is white. He's got these black spots all over him. He almost looks like a Dalmatian, and he can kind of just jump from thing to thing to thing. I was kind of surprised. I forgot that they're doing, a sequel to this movie, so I was kind of expecting a big fight in the end. But they kind of leave it on a cliffhanger. He's in the movie a good amount, but he's not a huge part of the movie. The big difference in this movie, in my opinion, is there's a lot less action, which is why I don't think I like it as much. It's not that, I need action all the time. It's just, I think this movie is the best when it's playing the music during the action, when he's web slinging, jumping all around through dimensions. They don't do it as much. I think Kingpin was a big part of the first movie, so you don't get him in this movie. Pretty much, this movie is all about canon, breaking canon. They talk about, all the Spider-Mans having the same event in their lives, and you end up in India, in like future India, and the Spider-Man Miles Morales ends up saving like the Uncle Ben character in that universe, and it ends up kind of and they kind of fix it. And it's all about kind of Miles either letting his dad die or not letting his dad die, and if he's gonna kind of break canon or not. And the end of the movie is great. He kind of ends up in an alternate reality, and you think, what he realizes is he tried to get back to his universe, but he ended up in a different one, and he basically in that universe he's the Prowler, and not Spider-Man. So I thought it was a great ending. It sets up really well for the future. And yeah, I guess the best cameos. It has all the Spider-Man from all the animated shows, from the Disney ones, the pre-Disney ones. It throws in cameos to the Sony video games. There's a lot of like different kind of random ones, like a cat, a T-Rex. Um, so there's a lot of different kind of versions of Spider-Man. It's just a really, really good movie. Like I said in my non-spoiler review, I think it's the peak of animation. I think these two movies are officially the best animated movies ever made. I think they're better than anything Pixar's done. They're just incredible. So go see it. That's my spoiler review, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, everyone.